Tearawalker here. Welcome back to my channel. Second video of the year. We putting out good vibes, good energy. Hope everybody's having an amazing, productive 2020. Today I'm doing my brow routine. I get a lot of compliments, I get a lot of questions, I get a lot of suggestions, and I get a lot of you guys telling me to do a brow routine, even though I've already done a brow routine. So we are doing another brow routine. It's almost the same like my last brow routine, but more in depth. Just a 2.0, just a better brow. The brows are popping. Hey guys. Okay, so the first thing I do is I make sure there's nothing on my brows. I just take a paper towel and just make sure it's dry, has no oils, because I moisturize my face. I never get my brows done. You guys know that I did have my brows microbladed 3 years ago, and they last. It would be time for me to probably do it again, but I'm not tripping. I think they look decent right now, so I don't tweet her all the time. I just tweet her whenever I feel like my brows have gotten to that level of disrespect, okay? All this extraness right here, I just tweeze it. And it doesn't hurt me, I guess, because I've been doing it so long. I just feel like a little prick, and that's okay with me. I can tolerate that much. But if you can't really tolerate pain, or you have a lot of hair, you might want to put ice on it. The ice will numb it. Just to be silent and numb. So I just tweeze it. I don't have too much to tweeze because I have really thin brows, you guys. Once you've done this 10 times, you it's pretty easy for you. And they aren't really unruly right now, so I can go without tweezing them if I want to. Just wipe them off. So now I'm going to take the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in 4.5. I really like this pencil because the tip is so fine and it mimics hair-like strokes. So now I'm just going to line the bottom of my eyebrow. And this is why you want your brows to be tweezed already, so it'll make it way easier to follow this line or have it plucked, tweezed, waxed, anything of the sort. It just makes it way easier. I think that shape looks really great. I usually flip-flop. I do the same thing on each side. I don't do one complete brow and then the other I keep going from side to side. I just want to make sure I am keeping the tempo right. I'm making all this up right now, y'all. It's not even that deep. So I'm doing this in real time just so you guys can see that it's super quick and easy to do. It is not like rocket science. I know brows are stressed, but it's easy. So I have the shape of both brows. Remember, your brows are sisters, not twins. If they do look like twins, that's great, but they don't have to. So I now outline the top of my brow, and I only start from midway. Fill in this part because you can see that it's very sparse right here. And then I kind of just draw it up a little bit to make sure it's filled in. And then I just fill that in lightly. This brow is my unruly brow, and it takes a little more effort, but don't worry, you can use concealer. We're gonna use concealer in the next step. So if it looks a little you don't know about it, just wait, use concealer, try to fix it. But this one I have to work really hard with. This one gives me problems. And I'll just spoolie that out, make sure nothing is harsh. One brow always ends up looking better. I feel like this brow is definitely gonna look better. Sisters, not twins. And you wanna make sure the color pencil that you're using is not darker or the same color as your hair color. You just want it to be lighter because it looks natural. All right, the beginning of the brows, okay? This is the most important part. This can really make or break the look. You can look really fake or you can look really natural. This brow, it looks all right. Like the hairs already look a little decent, But this brow, you can see I'm gonna have to work a little harder, okay? You wanna make sure the pencil you're using is super fine because it mimics hair-like strokes better than a thicker pencil. I usually do 7 to 8 strokes. I don't want to do more than that because it can look too thick. When you do 7 to 8, it looks more natural and more defined. Okay, let's do this other one. Now this one, we're gonna have a more of a challenge because we have to kind of force it. It's not really there. With this one, it was a little tougher because I had to actually extend the kind of, you know, I have to fake the length of the brow hairs. So I had to not only work harder, I had to extend the brows because my brows are super thin and not as long as the other brow. You guys see what I mean. I'm probably explaining it all wrong, but yeah, I still did around 7 to 8 hair strokes. Okay. And then you just want to clean up and fix anything that's looking a little shabby. You always want to keep fixing it. And then the next step, we're going to take some concealer. Now I'm going to take some concealer. You can take whatever concealer that you want to use. You just want it to be a little thicker. You don't want the concealer to be too thin because then it can run. And you don't want your concealer to just be running away. I'm going to take the Fenty concealer in 350. This is going to be no help to you guys whatsoever, but this brush has no name. See that this brush is very flat. You want to use a flat brush. This brush is dirty, but you can even use a brush like this. You just want to follow the line of your eyebrows. This is a super easy, simple step. You just want to make sure your hands are sturdy and it don't like move all over the place. And you want to make sure the concealer is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your foundation shade. So for the top of my eye, I don't conceal the whole brow because it starts to look very too formed, you know. It just doesn't look good, or it just doesn't look natural in my opinion. So I like to start at the end, or not the end, the middle. I like to start at the end and just only do the ends, just because it'll look too sculpted. You don't want your brows to look sculpted. It can give that fake look, and that's what we're not trying to do. This is more of how to make your brows look kind of natural, even though they're not natural, if you know what I mean. Then you just want to blend that out. I like to take a damp sponge, and just blend that out, because when you do apply your foundation, it just makes it easier to blend into that. And then I like to take a setting powder and I just set my brows. I like this step too because it makes your brows lighter and it looks more natural when it's a little lighter. And I like to just set it so it doesn't move around. There's one more step that I do, but I do this step after I finish my makeup. So I'm gonna finish my face and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, my mic wasn't plugged up. The whole beginning of the video. Amazing, right? Ugh. Happy New Year's. The show must go on. The last step that I do for my brows, which I feel like this step is so important, you guys, because this just gives it the real effect. And you're gonna see it on camera and be like, Teaira, bro, that didn't do anything, but I promise you it really does. Let's see. This is the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. You can use a different product, a cheaper product, a more expensive product, whatever you want to do. I used to use the Anastasia also, but I really like this brow setter. It's just, I don't know, I guess because I'm so used to it now. So this is how it looks. It just sets your brow in place. Honestly, it does what the name is. So when you take it out, you'll see the bristles don't have much product on it. So you have to, on the flat surface where all the product is, you just put that on the brow. You just want to get the product on the brow first, you know? Get the product on the brow. It's wet, and then you take the bristles and you brush your brow hair upward. And it just, do you see that? Oh, it just makes a big difference. And once it sets into place, it just looks amazing. It just looks very natural. This guy yesterday told me my brows were like popping. He was like, your brows are stupid. I was like, what? He was like, they look good. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And when you get a brow compliment from a guy and they don't know anything, I tell you that. They don't know. They be like, oh, I like girls that are natural. Meanwhile, full face beat. Okay, this is how the brows are looking. I really enjoy these brows. They look like natural bushy brows. In my opinion, I like them. If you like them, now you know how to get them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you are going to try out this brow routine. I love you guys so much. Comment down below what you guys want to see next from me. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.